AM 560. The Answer.
He had a big old plane, the Lolita Express. Had to go to no Secret Service, but the feds knew who flew. That's why he did
boosting Trump back in 2016. But I also think there are Americans who are engaged in this kind of propaganda. And whether they should be civilly or even in some cases criminally charged is something that would be a better deterrence. Because
you and Uma were just friends. Is it Huma or Uma? Anthony Weiner's wife, who's now George Soros's daughter-in-law. Her and Hillary just friends. Sure you were. But that whole thing you allege, from Whitewater to the fact that you and Barack Obama weaponized the government, it appears to be right there, fatso.
Senate Judiciary Chairman Chuck Grassley will hold a news conference today on the Biden administration's targeting of Republicans. House Republicans just released new documents revealing a far larger scope of an FBI investigation into the January 6th Capitol riots and the 2020 election. It was called Operation Arctic Frost, and House GOP are saying those documents show Arctic Frost actually may have targeted 156 Republican officials, lawmakers, and allies. Well, that's much longer than what we were first told. Here's House Judiciary Chair Jim Jordan.
What we've learned is it was much broader, much more expansive than we ever thought. This is the same Jack Smith who we already know spied on 8 United States senators. Now we learn all this. Was this a political operation you guys are running against President Trump? How many other members of Congress did you spy on? Those are the kind of questions we want to ask Jack Smith and see what kind of answers we get from the guy who ran this whole operation.
Jack Smith is also the one who picked up the IRS mantle from Lois Lerner, that whore. And Jack Smith's wife is the propagandist for Netflix, who helped the Obamas sign their deal and then did that expose of Michelle is really pretty up close. She is. Don't doubt it. Her shoulders are just wide. It's a family trait, and her feet couldn't help it. Dog! Mark Oak Lawn.
John, thanks for taking my call.
Sure, thanks for me.
You're making me laugh out loud. Hey,
now, I want to make you feel lucky because when you roll over at 1 in the morning, if you don't see that Michelle Obama drooling on the pillow, you're a lucky man.
Oh, my goodness. You know, Saul Lewinsky, you were talking about him. And, you know, Hillary, in her thesis, she dedicated her thesis in college to Saul Lewinsky, Rules for Radicals. And Saul Lewinsky, he just wanted to play it down the middle. He was like the first community organizer. You know,
he was the architect of the schematic of how to take the Marxist mafia and turn it into a mafia. That's what he was. He'd burn in hell, that pickle-faced rat pig. Yeah.
You know, he's married to Trifecta 3 times, and he used his wives, and he
worth millions, stole millions, fighting for the working man. It's fracking awesome. Millions.
Yeah, and he took the Catholic Church down too. You know, he really did. A lot of communism, a lot of bad priests.
Do you know what $2 million was in 60 something? Do you know how much 2 million times it by 10? That's how much it's worth. That's how he lived. That's how he lived, this scumbag, fighting for the working man. Which is why I want to give you another liaison. The good news about $10 billion being invested by Toyota is that it will not be infected with the extortion mafia, the Teamsters. Because I don't know if you heard about UPS, Mark.
UPS is cutting 48,000 jobs. The shipping giant, with its major hub here in Louisville, made the announcement that management cuts will total 14,000. The rest.
Do you know who's not cutting jobs? And whose stock has not been cut in half? FedEx. Do you know why, Mark? FedEx doesn't have the cancer of the labor extortion mafia. That's another piece of the gangster puzzle. Yeah.
One last thing. Saul Lewinsky, there's a great documentary out there, Cheap in Wolf's Clothing.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
To see it.
Does it? Do me a favor, Mark.
Watch the debate.
I'm giving you homework. Find out where he's buried so I could take a ride with my Starbucks on the back of my car strapped to a 55-gallon drum. I want to really enjoy myself when I visit his grave.